In a quiet town in the United States where red brick houses lined the streets and maple trees turned golden every fall, there lived a 17-year-old boy named Ethan Miller. Ethan was known for one thing: he hated losing. Whether it was basketball at school, video games with friends, or even small classroom debates, Ethan always had to win. If he didn't, his mood would darken like a storm cloud. He believed that being right was everything. In his mind, losing meant weakness. At the edge of Maple Street stood an old wooden lighthouse. It had not guided ships for decades, but it remained as a symbol of the town's history. Most teenagers ignored it, but Ethan's grandfather, Mr. Harold Miller, loved that lighthouse more than anything. Every Sunday evening, his grandfather would sit on a nearby bench and stare at it quietly. One evening, Ethan asked, "Grandpa, why do you keep looking at that old broken tower? It doesn't even work anymore." His grandfather smiled. "It still works, Ethan." Ethan laughed. "There's no light in it." His grandfather tapped his chest gently. "Not every light shines from the top." Ethan rolled his eyes. He didn't understand these old people riddles. To him, success meant trophies, applause, and proving others wrong. The challenge at school, Ethan tried out for the state basketball championship team. He was talented, fast, and confident. During the final selection game, he refused to pass the ball to his teammate Marcus, who had a clear shot. Ethan wanted the winning point for himself. He missed. The buzzer rang. They lost. The coach looked disappointed, not because of the miss, but because of the selfishness. Later, the coach said firmly, "Talent wins games, character wins respect." Those words hit Ethan harder than the loss itself. He walked home angry, blaming Marcus, the referee, even the weather. When he reached Maple Street, he saw his grandfather again, sitting by the lighthouse. "You look like someone who lost more than a game," his grandfather said calmly. Ethan exploded. "I should have taken that shot. I'm the best player on that court." His grandfather nodded slowly. "Maybe, but were you the best teammate?" That question pierced Ethan's pride. The storm. A week later, a strong coastal storm hit the town. Heavy winds tore through Maple Street. The old lighthouse, already fragile, suffered damage. Part of its wooden railing collapsed. The town council decided it wasn't worth repairing. "It's useless," they said. "We'll tear it down." When Ethan heard this, he felt something unexpected: sadness. That lighthouse had always been there, silent, strong, watching. His grandfather stood quietly as the workers placed warning tape around it. "It guided ships once," his grandfather whispered. "Even when the storms were fierce." Ethan suddenly understood something. The lighthouse never competed. It never shouted. It simply stood firm and gave light for others. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. The next morning, he went door to door across Maple Street. He spoke to neighbors, shop owners, teachers. "We can't tear it down," he insisted. "It's part of who we are." At first, people dismissed him. But Ethan didn't argue. He listened. He learned. He asked for help instead of trying to prove himself right. Something had changed. Within days, a small group formed to restore the lighthouse. Marcus joined. So did the basketball coach. They worked together, painting, repairing wood, fixing the old lantern room. For the first time, Ethan passed tools without hesitation. He asked for advice. He thanked people. Weeks later, the lighthouse stood tall again. Not functional for ships, but shining at night with a symbolic solar light installed by the town. During the reopening ceremony, the mayor said, "This wasn't rebuilt by one person. It was rebuilt by a community." Ethan looked at Marcus and nodded. The real victory. Later that evening, Ethan sat beside his grandfather. "I thought winning meant standing above everyone," Ethan admitted. "But the lighthouse stands for everyone." His grandfather smiled. "Strength isn't about shining alone. It's about helping others see." The next basketball season, Ethan made the team again. This time, during a crucial match, he passed the ball to Marcus in the final seconds. Marcus scored. They won. But this time, Ethan smiled. Not because he was the hero, but because they were. Moral of the story: true strength is not about proving you are better than others. It is about lifting others so everyone can rise together. In life, being right is temporary, but building character, trust, and unity, that is the real victory.